Answer this question. Can you beat Minecraft hardcore? Can you beat it without taking more than a heart and a half of damage? And could you do all this while remembering to place water every 10 seconds? You don't have to find answers to these questions, because in this video, I'm going to show you how I beat Minecraft as a fish. Before we get started, I just want you guys to know, this was literally the hardest thing I've ever had to do in Minecraft. With that being said, do please subscribe so I can keep doing more of these. Anyways, how did I manage to beat Minecraft as a fish despite all the challenges mentioned? As you can see, I indeed have 1.5 hearts. This meant that any fall over 2 blocks is lethal, and I also have my bubble bar to worry about, and this just made beating the game much harder all around. I spawned in with a water bucket since there was no water nearby and I just would have instantly died. Immediately when I started this run, I was thinking, how the heck am I gonna get to the nether? And I actually had a lucky workaround to that you'll see later in the video. At this stage, I was just getting used to using my water bucket every 10 seconds so that I didn't die, because if you suffocate for 2 seconds, you're dead. God, that was so annoying. And I just want to get a full set of iron so that would reduce my chance of taking lethal damage. Even though I have 1.5 freaking hearts to start with. Every time I built up, I had to think about how I'm getting down, because you can't really fall at all. And fighting mobs, don't get me started. After getting some food, I figured the ocean was the best place to be since I didn't have to worry about water. And thank God, because I did not want to place a bucket every 10 seconds. And honestly, being in the ocean was a whole immersive experience. I've never really played like this before, and it made me feel like a fish. I went mining for a full set of iron armor, and even randomly dug into this geode. Going mining as a fish felt really cool and unique, since instead of exploring normal caves, I was exploring these ocean caves which are filled with water. I also learned along the way that putting a torch in my Optan was pretty beneficial, especially when shaders make literally everything pitch black. Now with a full set of iron on me, I was ready to go to the nether, and oh boy did I get lucky, because look, I found a ruined portal in the middle of the ocean. I figured I could use this as a start to my nether portal to save time, and so I covered it up and searched for some lava in order to finish it. However, with no success on land, I figured I could find an ocean cave with lava. Soon after, I encountered a dolphin and was afraid that it was gonna eat me, so I just went on a run. After escaping the dolphin, I noticed some smoke. I decided to go check it out. Turns out it was a naturally generated structure. Not too soon after, there was foxes, and guess what? They also tried to kill me. Yeah, I almost died from fall damage escaping the foxes, and I decided it's best I just stay in the ocean. This is hardcore after all, so I can't really die. On my way back to Nether Portal, I found this abandoned ship, and inside it, I was lucky enough to find Respiration 3 book. And now, even though I just escaped from the foxes, I knew there was an anvil at the house, so I decided to go back. And luckily, the respiration made my breath last longer outside the water. This new benefit played a huge role when I go into the nether. So now I could breathe for longer, but I still needed lava to finish the nether portal. So I went back into a cave and searched. I was met with some grueling mobs, however, and I almost died to a few zombies on the way. Oh my god. Dude, there's so many zombies, get away. Process? Fire? Oh hell no. Eventually though, I did find a lava pool. It still wasn't exactly easy though. I tried fighting the mobs, but eventually came to the conclusion it'd be easier to just dig through the wall to get to the lava. And it worked. So I made some buckets, collected some lava, and decided to get the heck out of there. Now, it was finally time to enter the nether. I finished the portal and lit it. And what you're about to see is possibly the luckiest nether spawn ever. I spawned in another fortress next to the blaze spawner. Although I did have Respiration 3 now, this just made it a whole lot easier. And it was a lot more efficient than just randomly making portals to hopefully get next to a fortress. So anyways, I started killing the blazes, periodically going back through the portal in order to get more breath. Now even though I had a shield, there was so many blazes that I caught on fire multiple times, and it was very risky. However, with patience and very careful technique, I was able to get enough blaze rods. And next, I needed ender pearls. And so, I went through the portal in hopes of finding a forest as soon as I could. And to my surprise, right outside the fortress, there was a more forest. I created a cobblestone pillar so that I can safely kill endermen.
I don't wanna cry.
Eventually, I got enough pearls and headed back to the overworld to find the stronghold. And I just want to say, thank God I was done with the nether at that point. And so, I searched for the stronghold. At last, I finally found the stronghold, and honestly, I was just worried about the end fight, because I basically could not get hit by the ender dragon at all, or else I would die. After a few minutes of searching, I eventually found the end portal room, and was immediately confronted with the silverfish. With that out of the way, I was ready to enter the end. Now, I went and lit up the portal, but then I realized I still needed a bow because it'd be impossible to kill the end crystals without it. So I went back and killed about what felt like 50 freaking skeletons, but I eventually got the bow and was finally ready. It was time to beat the game as a fish. made it through this entire journey as a fish with no health and frickin' bubble bar. Will I be able to beat the game? Well, enjoy this cinematic clip and find out.